the truth, and it's time for you to choose a side. You're listening to Alex Jones.
Chaos is hanging around.
It's Sunday, the 30th day of September 2018. We're now only a few weeks out from the 2018 historic midterm elections. And I'm your host, Alex Jones. The censored news sites are Infowars.com, Newswars.com, and PrisonPlanet.com. But it's easier to share the links from Newswars.com. It is not as blackballed as Infowars.com, the vaunted Infowars.com. I wanted to reflect some today on all the good things that have happened, but also look at how bad it's going to be if the globalists are able to stop the populist offensive that has organically sprung up out of humanity's will to be free. And I noticed that Kanye West last week gave a speech where he said Alex Jones and Donald Trump are great guys for humanity, and they are the matrix breakers. We need more matrix breakers like them. That got picked up in hundreds of publications. It didn't get retracted. It got pulled out of the original publication. Now, I'm not going to get into any inside baseball, but let's just say I know that Kanye said that. And I think the establishment is going to really bemoan the fact that they did that to him. Had a very interesting phone call last night, and I'll leave it at that. And I'll tell you what else they're going to bemoan. They're going to bemoan trying to bully him backstage, and the heads of NBC telling him, the heads of Saturday Night Live, you are not going to wear that Make America Great Again hat. By the way, he was wearing a Kaepernick shirt and a Make America Great Again hat when he gave a speech last Thursday. Trying to point out people have a right to free speech, period. And that it's insane to hate each other like this. So he's really trying to use his stardom for something very, very positive. And I respect people that put their name, their treasure, their honor on the line. I really respect Kanye West. And you're going to see the media and the system come after him like nothing you've ever seen. Kim Kardashian reportedly filed for divorce on him. But just a few months ago, she was in the White House in a deal that Trump got set up to release black folks in America who were given sentences on average 3 times longer than whites for the same crime. We have the same type of records. First-time offenders given 3 times as long as whites. That's clear racism. And you can look at the actuary numbers and see it. It's a great idea to stop that. That's real prison reform. Trump, of course, got no credit for that. So Kim was starting to get in line with her husband in a good way. She's decided to get in line with the establishment, and that's her issue as well. Or at least it appears to be if you believe the news. Hell, it's all over the news saying she's divorcing him. Maybe it's not true. They lie so much. I thought it was a great thing she was doing, going up there and exposing all that. But who knows the truth? You got to hear it directly from people's own mouths. And it can't be jump cuts, and it can't be audio. You got to see it coming out of their mouths, because so often it's twisted, and what somebody says in reality is the complete opposite of what ends up coming out. So the president came out and praised Kanye for his courage, the fact that he got bullied but stood up to it and still wore the hat. That video and all the other little trimmings are coming up at the start of the next segment. But this is about being matrix breakers. And Kanye gets that. I'm not trying to keep the system going. I'm not trying to get along with it. I'm not trying to win in this paradigm. I'm trying to have a pro-human paradigm, a real renaissance that is literally hundreds of times better than anything we've ever seen. And if we shoot for that, we've proven we can have it. But if we let the establishment turn us against each other and demonize people that are really trying to promote society, we're going to lose everything. So remember, we are the most censored broadcast in the world. Yes, Infowars.com and the actual radio and TV stations have all reported increased traffic and ratings have exploded, but they are trying to block us in viral spread on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. So you got to go to Infowars.com and grab the live show feed. The deals with the Democrats announcing kill teams who go to prominent matrix breakers' homes and members of Congress and kill you. We'll be right back. Words cannot describe how big the stakes are for the future of humanity right now. Infowars is being openly targeted by the Democratic Party, leftist CIA operatives, the corrupt Justice Department, and the entire Soros crime syndicate. People say, why would you start a fight with them? Because they were already dominating and running America into the ground. And I knew we had no future if we didn't do this. So we've already had incredible success. But if you will simply realize how epic this is and understand how real this fight is and why we've been made the main target, and if you financially support us, and if you spread the word about our articles and videos, Infowars.com, we won't just continue to stand up against these brutal scumbags. We'll win. We have huge sales at InfoWarsStore.com right now. And we're still able to operate the shopping cart, get stuff shipped out to you, despite the fact we're trying to block our commerce and your right to the market. But if you don't stand up and support us financially, Soros and the globalists may win. This is Infowars Darkest Hour. We need your support. I'm counting on you.
Discover trends and global developments years before they happen. Right here on The Alex Jones Show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this live teleprompter-free television/radio transmission. This is the most avant-garde, tip of the spear, real cutting edge, banned, restricted, censored, hated, demonized transmission in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And I am your host, Alex Jones. A lot of people say, Alex, you know, you're getting censored, you're getting attacked, you're getting demonized, you're getting lied about, you're getting sued. The government's trying to take your children away from you. Why are you so happy? Why are you fighting so hard? Because we have a corrupt, evil system that's playing people off against each other and literally feeding off that twisted energy. And I have a fire in my eyes that is only a reflection of the fire in my mind and the fire in my soul of love and of passion and of will to see all God's children that Martin Luther King talked about coming together with real dreams of the future and transcending the manipulation that the globalists and social engineers use upon us and the evil things they're doing. The admissions in their own documents, their own WikiLeaks of how they want to have race war in this country and all this crap. And it doesn't mean I'm perfect or you're perfect, but we want a better future. And we're tired of people opening up all these wounds, trying to make us victims instead of overcomers. And so it's the fire in my eyes that keeps you alive. It's the fire in your eyes that keeps me alive. That's why I played that song coming in right now, because it illustrates it all. The fire in your eyes keeps me alive. Yeah, nice boats and big houses are great. And a car that fires right up when you need it to is wonderful. And having money in the bank to take care of your child when they're 6, great. Been plenty of times when I was younger, I didn't have money to pay the rent. But selling your soul for that stuff, the establishment doesn't fulfill you. It's all just gravy. But standing up for what's right, standing up against tyrants, standing up and being independent and a free thinker, that is food to me. That is fulfilling. You know, I got a call at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. Owen had been texting me at like midnight. I'd already been asleep. Owen Schroyer, one of our great reporters and anchors. So he's texting me at 8 a.m. How are you going to go? I'm going to go. You should really go. And he sends me an Austin American Statesman article. I'll get to it later. And it's got the headline, "The Rhetoric of Alex Jones and Donald Trump and How Fake News Went Too Far." Then you read the article, it's like, we've got to stop them and censor them and block them. And they're evil liars and they're bad people. And there's the article if you're watching on TV. So I already got out of the shower, drinking coffee. When I saw that, I told my wife, sorry, baby, I'm not taking you to brunch. I kissed the baby, jumped in the car, drove downtown, got there right when it started at 9 a.m. They got the city streets blocked, big stage set up, only about 100 fascists that call themselves liberals sitting there. And they're talking trash about how to take me off Twitter when I walk up and how dangerous I am and how I've got to be stopped. I mean, these people got a lot of nerve, man. The only publications that were leftists that picked it up said Jones crashes some innocent Democrat meeting and censors them. They're having a meeting about censoring me. I show up, get in their face for 10 minutes, and then they spin it that I'm censoring them. You gotta love these people, man. They're not creative. All they do is invert. Invert. They're not creating businesses like Donald Trump. They're not creating all these #1 albums like Kanye West. They're not building their own radio or TV networks and being a maverick and launching a movement against globalism. All they do is run around and lie. Now, I'm going to get to a clip right now of Kanye West. Matrix breaker. I love that term he coined. Par excellence. Goes to NBC, goes to Saturday Night Live, and they're bullying backstage saying you cannot wear that hat. He still does it. And there's his entourage all looking, some of them looking embarrassed. A few of his best guys are looking proud. But there's the entourage looking kind of down. Like, what's he doing? It's like Moses saying, let's get out of Egypt 3,000 years ago or whatever. And they're looking at him like he's the bad guy. He's saying, Donald Trump's not what he says. We need love. We agree on love. And I noticed I couldn't hear booing in any of the videos. I think I hear like one little one. I hear some yays, love. So clearly, actually, people are agreeing with him. But even if they didn't, he's not going out on a limb because in his own heart and mind, he knows what's right. He's known Trump for a long time. And he's seen the results of Trump being in office. Some of the best jobs in 100 years, the best for Black Americans ever. Things are turning around. It's no utopia, but it's a lot better already in less than 2 years. So it's even a lie. I saw the headlines everywhere. Saw the headlines everywhere. Last night, he got booed. I was like, funny, I was watching it. I never watched NBC, but since he was on, I tuned in. And I was like, were they watching the same thing? So I went and watched videos this morning, different angles. You can barely hear like one boo somewhere there. This turns into, everybody hates him. Yeah, that's why he's one of the biggest people they can have there on the stage. So again, here's this winner and this trailblazer, something we should respect in America, standing up for the president, and the media spins that everybody booed him, which is what they do. They lie. They're having an event lying about me, saying I'm this horrible person. I show up, say you're full of crap, and I leave. And they spin it that I took it over, and I'm this bad guy, and I deserve, to be shut down, see? They're having a meeting in public about censoring you as conservatives. Don't stop with Trump. Don't stop with Alex Jones. Because they lost the culture war. Because people know they're liars. The full video's up on Infowars.com, and here is Kanye West being bullied. And talking about being bullied, but still standing up against it and going out there on stage. Here it is.
Try love. You see, they laughing at me. You heard them, they scream at me. They bullied me. They bullied me backstage. They said, don't go out there with that hat on. They bullied me backstage. They bullied me. And then they say, I'm in a sunken place. You want to see the sunken place? Okay. I'm going to listen to y'all now. I'm going to put my Superman cape on. Because this means you can't tell me what to do. Follow your heart and stop following your mind. That's how we're controlled. That's how we're programmed. If you want the world to move forward, try love. Thank y'all for giving me this platform. I know some of y'all don't agree, but y'all be going at that man neck a lot, and I don't think it's actually that helpful. I think the universe has balance. 90% of news are liberal. 90% of TV, LA, New York, writers, rappers, musicians. So it's easy to make it seem like it's so one-sided. And I felt kind of free. I thought this country said I could be me. I love me too. And I love y'all too, so bring the band back. Bring the band back. Did you feel that? You understand that? Bring the motherfucking hands up.
a major search engine that's deceptive like Google and type in Kanye West, and all you'll see is that he got booed. You can't even hear a boo there. I went and watched all the other video. It's not there. Maybe one boo during the cheers. The cheers are overwhelming. Lies. But it doesn't matter. He's trailblazing. He's winning. That's why they went into all the articles where he quoted Alex Jones and Donald Trump as matrix breakers, and why they deleted his quotes out of hundreds of newspapers. That's unified, organized fraud to deceive you. InfoWars Life and InfoWarsLife.com is extremely excited to announce our latest release, Winter Sun, a revolutionary type of vitamin D3. Winter Sun is a premium quality vitamin D3 nutritional supplement. It is produced by extracting oil from healthy, nutrient-dense plants known as lichens. Every batch is analyzed for purity and D3 content. It's completely free of toxins and allergens. Simply put, if you want the best at an extremely low price, this is it. Winter Sun is the result of our pursuit of the best source of vitamin D3. The research and development took over 2 years, but the result, as verified by independent laboratories, is the best vegan vitamin D3 product in the world. Read the facts at InfoWarsLife.com about Winter Sun Vitamin D3. Not only does vitamin D3 promote a healthy mood, but vitamin D supports our memory and brain function, something the globalists are targeting. Visit InfoWars.com today or call 888-253-3139. Just like our information is game-changing, our products are game-changing. And Survival Shield X2 is the pure iodine. No one else has this from deep earth crystals between 7,000 to 12,000 feet. It's very hard for me to get. It's the good halogen. But instead they hammer you with the bad halogens, fluoride, chlorine, bromine, that literally fog you, fill all your cells, your thyroid, you name it. BioTrue Selenium goes with it like a horse and carriage. Selenium is an electrochemical. It's needed as well in all activity in the body, particularly neurons. So these go incredibly well together. We have a combo of those. Just experience it for yourself. Why do you think they fear me so much? Very simple stuff. Filter your water. Yeah, I find myself selling water filters. Best out there for the price. And when I say it's the last run, I think it'll be $6 a year until we get more. I hope we get more. This is the last run, it looks like. Survival Shield X2 at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
One of the most incredible cups of coffee can be found in the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers have spent years perfecting their techniques. Based off hundreds of years of traditional techniques and perfect conditions, we've sourced only the best to provide you with our immune support and Wake Up America Patriot Blend coffee. Ancient Mayan knowledge is paired with the natural fertility of the land to generate the world's finest coffee bean, carefully harvested and free of toxic chemicals used in big agricultural productions. Patriot Blend coffees have a smooth, bold flavor with great depth to give you just what you need in the morning. You can even choose to start your morning healthier with the Immune Support Blend, infused with a powerful blend to support your immune response and stamina. It's time to take care of your morning routine. Get a bag of Patriot Blend coffee to support the show while enhancing your morning routine at InfoWarsStore.com.
It's really hard to have the energy at the end of the day to still get to the gym or to go for a run or go to the park or heck even take your dog for a walk. Believe me, I know. I spend hours in front of a screen and then hours in front of bright lights every day. But thanks to Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsStore.com, I still have that energy. There's no way I could have the energy at the end of a long day to fight back against the chemicals in the food and water, to fight back against the modern day lifestyle with the screen time and the extended hours, to still have the stamina and endurance, energy and drive to get to the gym, get to the park, and get exercise that you need for your health. So go to InfoWarsStore.com and get Super Male Vitality before it's gone. This is actually our last run of Super Male Vitality. So I want you to experience Super Male Vitality before it's too late. Unleash the Super Male in you. Super Male Vitality from InfoWarsStore.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Discover trends and global developments years before they
down. Charlie, gotta cut you down. Go tell
Ladies and gentlemen, on this live Sunday evening transmission, a lot of listeners who are just totally politically focused are going to say, why are you focusing on Kanye West? Because he's arguably the number one musician in the world. He's definitely in the top 2 or 3. He is supporting Making America Great Again. He's going against the grain. He's a trailblazer saying no to the bullies that are trying to suppress all of our speech. And he came out last week and said Alex Jones and Donald Trump are matrix breakers. Well, let me tell you, the matrix is modern entertainment and that whole combine. So he's really the matrix breaker. I've kind of come from the outside. So I have a lot of admiration. But here's the key. He came out and gave a speech. And there was video, text of it all, and they pulled it down off the web saying Alex Jones and Donald Trump are matrix breakers. They got picked up in hundreds of publications. Here it is from Spin. The fader deletes Trump, Alex Jones quotes from report on Kanye's official visit. They just removed it 2 days after it was in hundreds of publications. They didn't deny it. They just removed it. So, think about that. Why are they doing that? Because they're afraid of Kanye West. It got worse. Last night he goes on SNL. They didn't air most of it. The actual raw videos shot that fans were there videotaping on their phones shows him being cheered and supported. But then when it aired on SNL, one piece, you can hear a few boos. Did they dub those in? This needs to be investigated. Because we've got the unaired clips of the parts that didn't air. We have the aired part. And when we're done being live today, I'm going to put all the pieces on the end of this report. Once we're not live, we're going to tag it on the live report so you can make your own decision. But let me tell you, we know they took his quotes out of a whole bunch of newspapers and took the video down. The video that day. And a couple days later, all the articles. Here it is from spin.com. The fader deletes Trump, Alex Jones quotes from report on Kanye West official visit. Unprecedented. Media deletes Kanye West quote about Alex Jones, Trump being matrix breakers. Now you talk about matrix breaking, ladies and gentlemen. He goes and speaks at a pre-record release in front of the media. He goes in hundreds of publications and they delete it. Who gave the order for all these different publications, not just the original one, to have it removed? Kanye defends Alex Jones, Donald Trump. Here's the original Spin article. And now it's been removed. And it was removed from a bunch of other publications. They didn't file retractions. They didn't say it wasn't true. They just disappeared it, working in unison. You know, when they banned me off of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all these other platforms, Spotify, every day when they would ban me on something new, it would be released the same minute by hundreds of publications. And it'd be the same article, just a little bit different with a different name on it, showing centralized groups are writing PR statements, releasing it, and the whole corporate media works in unison. So that's not just leftist media. That is controlled corporate media working in total and complete unison. And that is incredibly dangerous. So I know they deleted all this. That's a scandal. What about what happened at Saturday Night Live where he said he was bullied behind the stage? It's critical that people research this. The full videos of what folks there shot that they hope you don't see is out. Instead, they just took one of the top stars they could have and didn't air almost any of it, even though they claim it's live. That's a lie, too. Most of it isn't live. Because he didn't play ball. He wasn't a good house slave. And I don't use that analogy because he's an African American. I use it because I'm not their slave. You're not their slave. The globalists see us as slaves. And when you bow down and talk and act and say and do the things they want, you become a corporate slave. And you look at communist China, ladies and gentlemen, and all the oppression they're engaged in against the American people. And you see how they're engaged in domestic propaganda and buying up Hollywood, trying to control what can be said and what can be done. And the poor Chinese people, they are 1,400,000,000 slaves. They've killed over 70 million little girls who the parents didn't abort when they were in the womb with an ultrasound. They come grab the little girls after they're born in many cases and kill them. Are those Chinese little girls slaves? You're damn right they are. And globalism is about slavery. And our great president and his incredible courage just a few days ago came out. I'm going to play this clip right now. And the president pointed out that globalism and global governance is a world government system of oppression, and that it is slavery. And that's what world corporate government is, where they're above the law, they pay no taxes, they have diplomatic immunity, they can do whatever they want, and they think that you and I have to just roll over to whatever they're doing. So here he is, the president. This got almost no coverage, but Merkel, the story's up on Infowars.com with the video, Breitbart London. Merkel fights for globalism, warns Trump against destroying the UN that the Rockefellers set up. Global governance, close quote, a form of coercion and domination that responsible nations must defend against, Trump said during a speech. That is matrix breaking. So let me tell you something right now. I'm very proud to be persecuted by these tyrants because I want to change the world. I am honored because I know I'm building a better future for myself and my family and your family. And yeah, a lot of people have an instinct to roll over and be slaves and kiss ass and do all this. I don't. And the trailblazers have an instinct to stand up for what's right. And it's been those people in history that have ignited everything that's allowed us to get to this point. So I stand on their shoulders, and in a hat tip to them and in respect to them, whether they be black, white, old, young, where they came from, who they were, the fact that they believed in freedom, that they stood up, whether they're Martin Luther King or Donald John Trump or Kanye West, we are brothers and sisters together in that epic struggle. So here is the president throwing down the gauntlet.
We will never surrender America's sovereignty to an unelected, unaccountable global bureaucracy. America is governed by Americans. We reject the ideology of globalism, and we embrace the doctrine of patriotism. Around the world, responsible nations must defend against threats to sovereignty, not just from global governments, but also from other new forms of coercion and domination.
Total truth. You have radical Islam being wound up to take over the West. You have globalism directing it. You have the Vatican captured by the globalists. You have the Chi-Coms totally out of control, murdering their own people en masse 5 times what Hitler did. It's incredible. Now you got the Chinese threatening to blow up U.S. ships if they go to the South China Sea that China never had any claim to. They're all the way down in the Philippines now. So we'll come back with the big news. Major Antifa groups protected by Twitter are now calling for kill teams to kill conservative leaders, media leaders, and members of Congress. We'll cover it all.
Years ago, InfoWars Life created the powerful MycoZX formula to help you combat internal yeast. As the years went on and more toxins were pumped into the environment, our team knew we had to create a bigger and better formula to help support your gut health. MycoZX Plus is the result of the search for that formula, a unique natural formula designed to support the body's natural cleansing of yeast and fungal organisms. There's no better product to help your body fight back. MycoZX Plus helps support a healthy microbial balance in the body, supports your digestive tract, and addresses the intestinal yeast that can cause you problems if it goes unchecked. Powered by an impressive list of ingredients, including grapefruit seed extract, Palo d'Arco bark, and grapeseed extract, our formula is fueled by ingredients that stood the test of time as powerful microbalancing properties. Pick up a bottle of the new and improved MycoZX Plus today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
We all know the importance of fish oils. While we are sure to provide them for ourselves, it's just as important to make sure your kids get their EPA and DHA too. Honor Roll is a powerful DHA fish oil formula for your child. Built from the ground up to support your child's development, this formula uses wild anchovy fish oil, ultra-purified krill oil, and wild salmon fish oil with vitamins to boost your child's mind and body. With this fish oil formula, you can support your child's optimal heart, joint, cognitive, and brain health while providing DHA. which has been shown to be essential for your child's brain growth spurts. Built on powerful ingredients with 580 milligrams of high DHA omega-3s, this formula is highly refined to eliminate nearly all heavy metals. If you're looking for a formula to help your child grow, look no further. Try Honor Roll from InfoWars Life at InfoWarsStore.com.
We've taken thousands of years of known research and put it together with our own 4 years of seeking and testing to find the very best systems that God gave us through Mother Nature to detoxify the body. That's why I'm introducing Z-Shield, Toxic Metal and Chemical Defense Support. It's made in the USA. It's filled with known compounds from nature that are absolutely associated with detoxifying the body, and it supports the InfoWar. It is a classical 360 win. This is the formula that I personally have been taking for over a year, and now we believe we have come as close to perfection when it comes to a detoxifier as you can possibly get. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, and you owe it to the future of this country and the world that patriots stay as healthy and as clean and as focused as you can be, because we need you, the remnant of America, to reignite those brush fires to the next level and to be healthy and as focused as you can be. Thanks to your support and your prayers, together we're changing the world. Now it's time to change our bodies with Z-Shield at InfoWarsLife.com.
InfoWars Life is bringing you a breakthrough in modern medicine. Introducing Pollen Block. We have found an extraordinary new, natural way to alleviate seasonal distress symptoms, including promoting clear nasal and sinus passageways, eye comfort, and respiratory function. In the 1960s, researchers in France noticed that people who ate certain quail eggs experienced less seasonal immune and inflammatory responses. They began studying this effect in published trials, and decades later, we now have the fruit of this research, a fast-acting, chewable tablet that helps alleviate seasonal distress symptoms. Pollen Block is natural and effective. It is not an antihistamine. In fact, current research has found that it actually acts by blocking the activity of tryptase, which is an enzyme that amplifies immune and inflammatory responses in the body. Go outside and enjoy the air you breathe. Head to InfoWarsLife.com and grab a pack of our Pollen Block chewable tablets.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. With the truth, and it's time for you to choose a side. You're listening to Alex Jones. All right, I want to get to really our top stories now. There's so much to get to of the most critical nature. On the China war front, we're already at war with China, been at war with them for a while. The globalists set all that up to bring down the U.S. Trump, and many of us are fighting back against that. The latest on Kavanaugh next segment. There's so much there. At least 832 dead in devastating Indonesian tsunami. We're going to be looking at all of it. But the first big thing I want to dive into right now is this. Conservative senators, Supreme Court justices warned unhinged left planning kill teams, home invasions to execute you and your families. That's a critical, well-documented report by Mike Adams up on Infowars.com. Now, I covered all of this throughout the week, and by Friday it hit a crescendo of official Democrat Party websites, major Antifa sites, you name it, saying, particularly if they lose the midterms, or think they are, that they have got people's homes and families targeted. You saw Congressman Scalise. You've seen all these different judges getting shot. There's almost no news coverage of it. You have seen all the calls for violence against talk show hosts. You've seen conservatives and libertarians out in public being attacked. We had urine and feces thrown on us, and I'll get to that next segment, at the Democrat event where they shut down streets downtown, and the event was called, sponsored by Walmart. I'm not joking. It's the Walmart's gone over the dark side. At least they probably got tricked into this. They spend a lot of money on sponsorship. I'm sure the family that owns it doesn't know. With the headline, the political rhetoric of Donald Trump and Alex Jones on fake news, weaponized communications, first reading. And they were calling for our speech to be banned and celebrating that at the event. And as we're walking back in the car, we're like, what the hell just hit us? Something on us. Guy rides by on a bike, has a bag. He must have had like rotting urine with feces. It was the most horrible smell I've ever smelled. They really hit Owen and Kyle. Didn't hit me much, but it was nightmarish. And that's well known. That's the Antifa specialty. And we also have the footage of yours truly storming the event. I say that. I just walked in, and it looked like a mental patient congregation or a reunion. And it was people like hitting me in the face and trying to lick my face, and people running up saying, "You like to have sex with kids?" And it was very demonic. So that's all coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And it's people were attacking the camera guy and shoving into him. So you've got a lot of the camera wildly flying around. So if you have problems with seizures, you might not want to watch the video. But it's on Infowars.com in HD if you want to see that. That's all coming up. But now let me get into the big news here, because this is so important. Well, you know what? I kind of went ahead and distracted off into that. Watching that camera roll around in wild circles, I'm going to have to stop at that point. I'm going to hit some other news. I'm going to come out in the next segment, and I'm going to hit the number one story, because I can't just start one story that kind of feeds into it and not give it the gravitas it deserves, because this is their plan. And so far, they've been escalating everything they're doing so that we don't understand how serious it is. That's a military tactic. The average Antifa is a devil-worshipping meth head, but they are the trigger to cause the violent civil war in this country. Millie Weaver was at Kent State with Gavin Wentz doing an incredible job yesterday, where they had an open carry march because they've been violating Second Amendment members' rights to even talk about the Second Amendment on the college. And Antifa attacked police, attacked them on video, and threw fake hand grenades at them, threw rocks at them, bottles at them, in an attempt to get them to shoot them, to again trigger a civil war like they tried to do with the whole situation that Soros funded at Charlottesville over a year ago. So we're going to be exclusively rolling that footage for you. Millie Weaver is going to be joining us in the first 30 minutes of the next hour. Then we've got Roger Stone joining us with some of the most important news he's ever put out on the inside dirty garbage, dirty laundry of Ms. Ford, Dr. Ford, who it turns out is not a licensed psychologist like she says. That's being reported. So that just goes to the whole thing of doctor this, doctor that. And of course, according to these mainstream reports, she doesn't even have the doctorate she's claiming, never completed the in-service residency, 3,000 hours that you would. That story's up on Infowars.com from Dangerous.com. Records show Dr. Ford is not a licensed psychologist, may have committed.
And that's it for the show, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. God bless you all. I love you all, and take care. Tune in next time.